Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Let's talk about, Dragon Ball Legends as a whole and also the new characters. For starters, let's talk about the new characters and the new updates. As you can tell from the moment, obviously it was going to be superhero related. It was obvious, but I just had hope just in case. It was obvious we were probably going to get some type of random Zenkai from a random character that I believe either deserved it or kind of sort of did. Did the character that we're getting deserve it? I mean, it makes sense. I'm not mad at the Zenkai. It could have been a way worse character. I prefer when it comes to stuff like this. If How do I put this without sounding idiotic? Um, I don't hate the how they're doing Zenkais now. I actually don't. I think it's a really good idea. I just personally believe that Legends Limited characters should be more of a once in a few type of blue moon kind of thing, and not feel like give it a few months, we'll get another one very soon. I'd rather not feel that. I'd rather feel that for actually nothing. I don't think that's ever be a good idea. But we got Beast Gohan on the way. Um, Looks to be a really good LF. Probably going to be a meta breaker kind of person. Be someone that's going to be heavily into this whole thing, and you're probably gonna see a lot of people doing UI Goku versus this character versus this other character. Probably gonna go from stats and abilities and seeing like how this LF stands up to any other LF or any other unit. See if it's a really broken or is it a kind of fair balance one. A lot of videos are about to pop up, not from me, but from a lot of other people. So get ready for that. Looking at everything about this character, he looks pretty good. He looks to be a pretty solid unit. Nothing to brag home about so far. Maybe when in play, he'll probably have a lot more for him. But I think particular moment right now, he looks to be a pretty decent unit. Other than that, the hmm, him being a melee unit and a blue probably would go very well for this character. My only question was originally what was his tags going to be? Was he going to be qualified as a god or not? It's not. It is Sun Family Hybrid Saiyan. Typical tags. Wasn't even mad at that. I'm not mad at it actually. I think it's really cool. His hair is still way too long. That's insane. It's basically Super Saiyan 2 with longer. It's basically El Blanco. Who would have thought El Blanco would actually come true? The character looks really good. Eh, broken, probably going to be extremely broken from what it looks like. I want him to be more of just a solid unit, something that we can work around, but it is Legend, so he's probably broken for like a good month, almost two, until that one video of any popular YouTuber or Twitch streamer or whoever else finds a glaring weakness in his armor and breaks that armor of his, and then people will stop using him as much, and he becomes more of a, how do you say, because this always happens in Legends, well, not even just Legends, just any game in general. A new character comes out or something that really breaks what we originally were used to, and we get this entire new or I guess not even or I'm sorry, that we get this new meta, and then you have someone really experimenting to see what can break him, with old characters can break him, or we have to wait for a new character to be the one to snap him in half. And once we finally find that one character, everyone's be like, he was never that good to begin with. And then you have the ones who's like, I think he's really solid. Let me put him on a certain kind of team that I think he would go very well on. And you have people experiment like that. And then he goes from just overly used to more of a smartly used. And then we get the lovely YouTubers who talk about him. Well, the lovely YouTubers that play this game, they'll just eat this up and just go in PvP and just put down that ball ready to eat. Probably have some really intense matches. Probably won't. It depends. But besides that, we're getting some really cool stuff at the moment, which I think is some of it's about to be really dope to witness this go up. Over overhaul. What the fudge? This is so new. I'm actually really cool. It's actually really cool. Really cool. Gamma 1, Gamma 2 coming back as expected. I mean, who didn't think that? I didn't expect this right here. I didn't expect that. Hmm. That's cool. It's getting another extra 1,000. And then the Zenkai of all Zenkais, a character that kind of needed his Zenkai. He really did need the Zenkai. He did. This the green one, right? Yeah, this the green one that need the Zenkai. At first I was so scared that they were gonna do the LF Super Saiyan 4 one, which I thought like no, too soon, too soon. Like he still kind of sort of can hold his own. He's still like in that good realm of like I'm not saying untouchable, but he's in that good realm of just if left unchecked in a battle, he will just wreck you type stuff. Like he's not completely broken, but you get what I mean, right? Other than that, everything else looks pretty good, pretty normal. It doesn't. Oh my gosh, it looks so funny. But everything else looks pretty normal here. We get a nice pan and Piccolo, which Piccolo is probably gonna be that special unit that really stands out because Legends also has the habit of making like when they do like banners like this, like it'll be like one character will be something like which you really hype for. He'll probably have like some really awesome OP abilities, and then you have like the secondary character or the featured characters will be someone like I don't know, a sparking Piccolo in this case that probably have like some really cool abilities that probably kind of sort of puts him slightly above whoever the LF or other character they're supposed to be against, or in this case with, and it makes it where it's like, are you really taking an L by not getting him? And from what Pan is going to be doing, Hybrids is probably going to have just a lovely time eating tonight. And also, Manekians are probably going to get a semi something of a comeback. Probably get a few more Manekian teams or regeneration in this case. Region's about to have Region about to have fun now with this new Piccolo. Hybrids are about to have a nice little time. Hybrids most definitely, and Sun Family's already been a solid team, but yeah, they're really about to be a solid team now. So overall, the characters looks pretty good. Ability wise, range, him being a range in a purple makes sense. I'm not even mad at it. It makes perfect sense. Pan being a red support wasn't prepared for that. I would prefer a yellow personally, just personally. But hey, you can't be beggars can't be choosers. So yeah. Other than that, this looks to be a pretty good. Let's be a pretty good, pretty very decent banner coming out. Was it coming out with tonight or something like that? I got a good amount of Chrono Crystals saved up for it. Um, hey, I may get the character, I may not get the character. We'll see. I will now. Here comes the best part of another reason I'm making this video. Let's just talk about the status of Dragon Ball Legends overall. This could be either two things: a flash in the pan of excitement before we go down another boring slope before we finally, reach something else more exciting. Or this could be something that's really exciting that carries over to something else and carries over and we just have an excitement for a good while because it always is going to happen in certain games. The most hype you will ever get of the game is probably the first 2 to 3 years of the game. After that it starts to dial down and it gives you more stuff to make you pay for the game because it kind of needs to live on the money given too, so it kind of needs you to pay for it. Not everyone has to, but it kind of needs some player base at least to pay for it. So I never like hated it for that or anything like that. Still wholeheartedly, I believe. Ever since we had the fourth anniversary, be perfectly honest, I still believe those that duo right there. They spiked up for the game, and I know UI Goku came out, and that was really cool to see him and everything like that. But I don't know. I don't know personally. Personally, I don't know. I can't really say too much when it comes to something like that because I like UI Goku. I think his inclusion was a big step up what we definitely needed, but in comparisons to like first year, second year, yeah, you weren't going to top the first year when you had a tournament before announcing not one, not two, what was it, four different characters, and they all were good in their own right, but one obviously stood above them all, but they were all good in their own right. It was a perfect balance that made sense. If they can keep a perfect balance like that, that'd be good. This game would last a little bit longer. Um, I don't think, I don't know which one I have. I have one of the gammas. I know I only have one of them. I don't know which one I have. I'll go back and check and see which one I have. But most definitely, I'm very much excited to get this because I need both the gammas. It'd be really cool to have them. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm a minorly upset that Cell Max couldn't be in here. I know he's just a big hulky monster. They couldn't really do anything else with that, and I understand that'd be different if he was like how the other Cell was, and then maybe we could have got a Cell Max character. That would have been really cool. Hey, then we could have had two different banners, and they could have just split the difference, pretty much. But other than that, there's pretty much nothing really else to say. This game. Oh yeah, we can't forget to talk about the return of everyone's favorite Ultra Vegito. Oh, let's be real. The Ultra units are pretty good for what they are. I haven't got none of the summonable Ultra. I didn't even summon for the Broly this time. Like at least I tried to get the Gogeta and Vegito one, and I think who else? Because we gotta. Yeah, I tried to get those two. Didn't get them, obviously. But at least I tried. This one, I didn't even attempt to try to get this character. I'm still not. Like, I. Like, maybe if they add a single to it, I'll try the single, but I'm not using my multi for nothing like this. No, I'm saving it for at least I have a better shot at getting. A Sparking I have a better shot at getting than an Ultra. But that's neither here nor there. Um, we'll see what happens in the upcoming days. This game is about to have a huge difference maker of like, hey, some stuff is happening, some stuff is going very well. Don't be upset if in your mind it dies down pretty much immediately after this. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen for the game to die down after this, and then have like more of a rest period, like a month, maybe almost 2 months, almost. So it'll probably be like a few weeks, maybe like 3 weeks of just resting before we get another big announcement or something like that. So just be ready for that. Or probably 4 months. So yeah, probably like a month. Probably a month. It depends. It depends because they could just out of nowhere give us more characters and more events because not everyone wants to play PvP. So it depends on what they do because PvP is pretty much the bloodline that keeping this game alive at the moment. Because if this game was just an event and co-op game, oh boy, this would not be good. I mean, it probably would, but PvP really does save it a lot. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say. I've said everything I have to say about this. I'll probably go into a deeper dive watching someone like, I don't know, any of the other YouTubers talk about the abilities of each of these characters once they come out. I'll do a reaction and simply how I perceive how everyone else is gonna take it because that's pretty much all I'm really doing right now even. But thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure. And oh yeah, I'm not gonna forget we also have 2 subscribers here. So thank you for the two lovely people that decided to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.